I was preaching at a youth camp one summer years ago for my dear friend, Pastor Tom Herzl. We were at a campground in the San Jacinto Mountains in California, east of Los Angeles. Just down the road from the campground was a beautiful lake, Lake Fulmer. On Lake Fulmer, there's a 40-foot high rock where people would climb up and then jump into the lake below. From the moment I got to camp, everybody was talking about how excited they were to go swimming and to jump off the rock. Most of the kids at the camp lived in LA, and this week was the highlight of their year. They couldn't wait to get to the water, to swim, and to jump off the big rock. There was one guy in particular, I'll call him Mike, who kept talking about being the first guy to jump off the rock. Mike was visiting from another church after his first year of college, and he'd heard all about the lake and the rock. Mike let everybody know that he was going to be the first one to jump. All the girls went to the lake on Tuesday while the guys stayed back at the camp and played football. When the girls came back to camp, they were telling their stories of jumping off the rock. So again, Mike announced, "You just wait till tomorrow. I'll show you all how to high dive." Wednesday came and it was the guys' turn to go to the lake. Everybody piled off the bus and walked over to the lake, ready to swim. Just like he promised, Mike climbed the 40-foot rock first. But when he got there, things suddenly looked different. He got ready to jump, and then he walked over to the edge and looked down at the water. He stared for a few seconds, and then he backed up to get a running start. Then he walked over to the edge again and looked down. Teenagers were lining up behind him, waiting their turn. After a while, the other teenagers got tired of waiting. They just went around him and jumped. 11 and 12-year-olds were jumping off and going back around 3 or 4 times, while Mike was trying to motivate himself to jump the first time. By the time Mike finally worked up the courage to jump, it was pretty anticlimactic. And of course, the lesson that Mike hopefully learned from that was, when it's time to jump, don't look down, just jump. When you come to the edge of a great challenge, one you know you have to face, one there's no turning back from, don't ponder the dangers, the risks, the what-ifs. If you get wrapped up in worrying about the unknown, you'll never take the leap. Joab was the general of David's army. He was leading his men into battle against the Ammonites. Ammon had hired 2 other armies to fight with them against Israel, so that the Israelites were being attacked by 3 armies with 32,000 chariots. Joab prepared his men to go into battle. He positioned them strategically. And then he made his speech, recorded in 1 Chronicles 19:13. "Be of good courage, and let us behave ourselves valiantly for our people, and for the cities of our God, and let the Lord do that which is good in his sight." There was no backing down, no way out of this battle. So Joab told his men where to look to find the motivation they needed. He said, "Be of good courage. Look within and find your courage. And let us behave ourselves valiantly for our people. Look behind you and see those who are counting on you. And for the cities of our God. Look ahead and see the future that depends on your success. And let the Lord do that which is good in his sight. Look up and see your God." And the Bible describes the overwhelming victory that God gave to Israel that day. Life is filled with scary challenges. The first day in a new school, taking your driving test, going to college, starting a new job, getting married, raising a child, buying a house, starting a business, starting a church, going to the mission field. As long as you live, there's always new territory to face, and it can be pretty intimidating. When that first day is far in the distance, you're excited about it. You tell everybody about it, and you can't wait for it to get here. But as you get closer to it, and it starts to get real, if you're not careful, you might stand there and stare down at the water, lose your vision, lose your nerve, lose your motivation. Whatever it is that you're tackling next in life, maybe it's years away, maybe it's months away, maybe it's only weeks away. Keep it before the Lord in prayer. Fill your heart and mind with the words of God. And then, don't look down. Don't obsess over the risks. Give them to the Lord. Don't focus on the what-ifs. Give them to the Lord. If you know you're supposed to jump, don't look down. Look within and find your God-given courage. When Joshua was taking the reins from Moses and God was giving him his instructions, he repeatedly told Joshua, "Be strong and of a good courage." God has put courage within you. Find it and go forward. Don't look down. Look behind you and see those who are coming after you. They're looking to you for leadership. They're counting on you. As scary as the new challenge may seem, there are those who are looking to you to take the leap. Don't look down. Look ahead and see the future that depends on your success. Your difficult decisions today are shaping the future. Things will be in place tomorrow because you took this scary leap today. Don't look down. Look up and see your God. He led you here. He's got everything under control. He will never leave you nor forsake you. Keep your eyes on Him. Christian, there are no victories without battles and challenges and adversities. Stay the course.